Welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and we're back here again with another Glenlivet twist and mix. This time we're going to be taking a look at the new Manhattan. We did the old fashioned. Sorry, I had a little attention was taken off the screen here. So we've had the old fashioned. It was pretty good. Didn't care too much for it straight because it had a syrupy sort of artificial candy flavoring that just kind of was off-putting. Now we're going to do the same thing with the Manhattan here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the let me tip it over a couple of times. Let me give it a mix. Oh, why did it do that? That's just weird. Anyways, so we're just going to have a little pour straight, just so that we're very clear and sure. It's got a much darker reddish hue to it than the Scotch by itself. I do believe we got to see when we twisted this cap, we saw the juices, the sauce pour down and mix. It's got a very weird sort of off-putting nose character in the straight mix. Then, yeah, this is definitely not something I would recommend drinking straight, as you can see. So we're going to do a mix. So we're going to add some ice. There's 2. Why does it stick like this? There we go. That's why I don't play basketball. Okay, so now we got our bar tools, mixing gears. We're going to go ahead and use my ratio of 1 part mix with 2 parts tonic water. And I do recommend tonic water over soda because the soda water is really flat and doesn't help carry any of the profiles on the flavor or the characters on the nosing. Special spoon. That's a little bit darker than the it is still. It's a little bit darker than the old fashioned. This one alone is. That looks a little bit like whiskey, like if you had some like whiskey on the rocks. You could probably easily mistake that. I don't know, maybe if the lights were a little bit dimmer, I probably would be like, yeah, you're drinking a whiskey on the rock. I don't know about this Manhattan thing. Yeah, I don't know about it. It's got a weird sort of twingy taste to it. I can't quite nail it down. Like a sort of tartness, a little bit of tart, like a cranberry. It kind of does like I don't know what a Manhattan is, to be completely honest. I barely knew what an old-fashioned was before I had the old-fashioned. There's not a whole lot on the nose. I can smell something, but there's not a whole lot to pull apart there. That's what happens when you have a cold whiskey, a chilled whiskey or something. A lot of the nosing characteristics are just sort of muted or non-existent at all. But there it is. Not horrible, but not preferable. We're going to go ahead and see if we can't liven that up just a, I mean, it was already live enough. It just didn't, it's just not jiving. It's just not my jam. Yeah, that just made it stronger, but not better. I definitely would prefer the old-fashioned over the new Manhattan. Well, there it is. I do believe they had one more, but it was not at the store when I bought these two. I do believe they have three. The Old Fashioned, a New Manhattan, and there was something else. But it is what it is. I would recommend the Old Fashioned, but maybe not the New Manhattan. Although I've never had these two cocktails outside of what we just saw. Let us know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. You have a good one.